Big Mama, cause your daddy's drunk. I wanna pump it up like a Goodyear blimp. Make you holler for $1, that's the way I pimp. Gold links and mink.
Listen, CD car, guitar stuff work really well together. Jason's he is really good at what he does. He does like, you see songs like that more like, it's more like his style. Like, think like our song on the album, you know, what can I say, swear it up there. And like Fuck Off on that song. You know, it's all that, you know. And that's, he's just really good at a lot, you know, that's his style. He's just really good at what he does. You know, I guess, you know, we both have, you know, like a unique thing that we bring to the plate, you know, in the band. And it frees me up, you know, because he has such a good tight, you know, rhythmic, you know, approach, you know, and then it plus, you know, the drive to real crunchy frees me up to, you know, do all kinds of stuff, you know, like he's doing, like a ball with ball, you know, he's, you know, doing that real, frees me up to do, like, you know, like, get to play around and, you know, but so it's, I get to, like, you know, experiment more instead of having a, you know, like in the first couple years in the band, I was on guitar player, and, you know, we'd record some, and, you know, part underneath it, and, you know, or Bob may have played the part in the studio or something, you know, live, you know, I have to go right back to playing, even on this, in this album, even with all of us, there's some stuff I played lead wise in the record where it sounds better, where we just keep it real full. Yeah, I think we work really well together. It's not we don't have any, you know, weird ego thing at all whatsoever. Really, it's just all do what we do well. With this band, like, I guess it's I get to do all that. You know, like you're hearing like Cowboy, I love like that old spaghetti western stuff, and in the beginning I'm doing all that weird, like, you know, that, you know, spaghetti western thing. You know, everybody in the middle part gets into that, you know, it's more like Black Sabbath-y kind of, you know. But I guess, you know, like Only God Knows Why, for example, you know, I get to do more of that. And there's like a lot of different sides, I guess, to me, which is ideal being a lead guitarist player in this band, is I don't, you know, I can double out a cause where I'd be doing a little funky, you know, kind of inner city, kind of Motown influence thing, and like Only God Knows Why, I get to do more of that. Country. I like that song. I like to almost emulate like a pedal steel kind of sound, you know, we mix it up a little bit, you know, more of that. So, and I've played, you know, obviously, I mean, went through a lot of phases. Band-wise, I've always been something much more, you know, heavier, more of a, you know, freakier stage show kind of thing, but I've always had like this total love for a lot of, you know, your blues players like Roy Buchanan, and a lot of people that, you know, Stewart, you know, so it's like it's cool that I get to get off that way with the band, but yet rock out, and it's not like I'm, you know, in a band up there with a bunch of guys just sitting around, you know, staying in the same position, or, you know, whether it be country blues or punk thing, I kind of get to really have too many strains for me, I guess.
See me rolling, got me rolling.
It's a Fender Custom Shop one. It's maybe basically what a 67 strap would look like. They made it out of all the same machine, like the same machines that they had in the factories in the 60s. They cut it out just like that. And actually, friend Alex and other people at Fender, they've been real good to me. But I like, you know, I play Tellys too. I play, at home I have a collection of a lot of different things, kind of like Gretschens and Gibsons and all that, but for the most part, you know, my whole life, Strata's more in my thing. It's the most versatile guitar, and a lot of guys out there, you know, besides like, you know, Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan or David Gilmour. I mean, it's not, they usually just have that one sound they like, the bridge pickup, or they go this, you know, or a strat. It's, you know, you can do so much. I mean, right from, you know, this, you know, crazy setup we have here. Still back up and get more of like that bluesy. Like the switch, or you know, that's. There's just so many options, I guess, with this Strat. I just got so used to it. I mean, I know every song I play, you know, I'm always moving. They're real versatile. I mean, I'm not.
Do you think it gives you a nicer, I don't know, it seems like it gets maybe a better treble? More of a trebly sound, or at least the guitar you mentioned.
I can go right to that twangy, you know, country, you know, like. You know, I don't really. This, like I said, this amp is not really. Yeah, they got. I mean, this is probably my favorite guitar. I mean, obviously, I have 6 of them on tour with me right now.
Wow, 6 of the same?
Yeah, they're all
modificate.
They're all different in their own ways. Like some have different, the necks feel different, experiment in different ways, making them. I like them all, the ones I have out with me. But they're wired all the same down here. And the reason I have so many out is because I actually tune some of my guitars are tuned a half step down. You know, more they call it the devil's tuning, like what, you know, like Hendrix, Eddie Van Halen, as people did, or Stevie Ray compensate for their voice, ZZ Top. A lot of people did. So I have 2 guitars set up that way. I have ones that have to drop D for the heavier stuff, and then I have ones that are too normal. So, and I can get, you know, all the sounds. I have these all set up, my own little custom, you know, thing with a Seymour Duncan pickup and a bridge. I have a little roll-off thing that takes it to single coil slowly and more. So I mean, I have all the sound options, rather than trying to get used to a whole bunch of different guitars to the show. I'll probably start bringing them. They're making me a cool telly right now that I'll probably have on the road. I like taking them on the road and christening them and getting them a little spiritual thing about them. Like this guitar right here. It's new, but you know, I played Woodstock with it.
Cool.
Bigger compliments I ever got was people have said to me whether I was playing a country riff or a blues riff or a metal riff, whatever, that my style came out in. And I think it's more, they're not really, I mean, I have a lot of tricks, you know, but everyone's, I mean, I don't know, you got your standard rock riffs, and, you know, I love, you know, feedback and different, just the spontaneous, you know, really. A lot of times know what I'm going to play. Unless, I mean, with this band, yeah, we got to keep it structured with the song. I'm not going to, you know, play some weird, you know, out of nowhere, you know, twisted thing in the middle of the song from Bob's Boat Club. You know, that's something cool. But no, I can do anything with that. But, I don't know, what do I have that I feel is like, I think it's all just in general, you know. Everyone's got like something unique about them, and then everyone else has played the same song, so many notes. And I think at some point everyone's having similar influences. You know, growing up with Keith Richards and Jimi Hendrix, all these, you know, Jimmy Page, all these legendary players.
Because I wanna be a cowboy, man, with a talent.
I have to say, after the tour gets going, it's natural for people to kind of fall back. You start liking what you did, and really the key to, I mean, I'm more like a field player. I don't, that's like, because if I'm gonna have a really bad night, it's by something, which I try, and that's like number one thing is take those kind of things in music and focus it through your extension.
Mm-hmm.
But it varies like night to night. I think, like I was saying, after you get used to playing certain things and everyone's worried about, I'm more like in the middle of like solos, will mix things around. But even just to like for the band, and I try to like stay somewhat in the same realm when I started and finish it, so they know when we drop out or come back in or dynamically flow with it. We're out there putting on a show. I mean, a lot of it's part of this crazy stage antics, and not being up there sitting in the chair thinking about how far out I can stretch the song,
Right.
Or be, but I love it, that kind of playing. I'd love to be off in Neverland playing people like Miles Davis, and see, doing these songs wherever we go. I love that kind of stuff too. Yeah, I do. I actually used to front. And I was in several bands growing up. A lot of them, you would get like deals, whatever. It doesn't really mean anything unless you got a label behind you or the people in your band are getting committed.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of flaky people, whether it's the drugs or leaving the band because a girlfriend wants to move, all kinds of crap like that. And I got frustrated eventually and started singing and playing guitar. Well, I mean, I've always been playing guitar and singing, but I just decided that I'm going to sing too. And so I continued doing that. And I think eventually I'll want to put out my own record. This is, where I'm at, as far as commitment. We finally put this band together. We got the Twisted Brown Trucker album, the Kid Rock album, the Crackers album. This is, where I'm focused. But, as the time, I'm like actually at the present, probably over the next year while we're doing these records, to be like doing my own record too, which is not really a lot of it's considerably different than what we are doing, so it doesn't really interfere creative wise where I'm focusing,
right,
what I'm doing. I actually foresee myself doing a record more with even with good simple songs, structures in in this record. I'd like to do a lot of whacked out soundtrack, experimental kind of things, like the album almost sound like a soundtrack. Because I'd love to do that someday too. Like
weird, whacked out how, like
just not your normal stuff to hear people more or less singing over and more just real
noisy or
kind of chords and just experimental. But I mean, song wise, anything I write is definitely simple. The best songs are simple. Might be something really warped hook to it or something, but it's simple. I gotta keep thinking out. I'm more of a crooner vocally though than I am a singer. I'm real open-minded. I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, I would really, the newer players that have gone on seem to have blown me away. I always like to do my own thing. I try not to copy it, but I see it's kind of hard. Like this day and age, you see these new players coming, everyone's kind of gets stuck in a mold. You see guys like Junior Brown come out, that blow me away. So, I don't really know. I've never, like I said, I don't sit around and practice, but just more like trying to write, just come up with really cool riffs. I mean, I can sit around and play all day long, and have fun, doing the whole feedback, I do all that all night,
And I make money, and I make this money. This money is me, this money is everything